No, no, no. Honestly, who's on?
Just me. I don't know where the rest of them have gone.
They've all sodded off. I don't know. Let me just stop the recording while everyone's. Right. How is everyone?
All right. Last week I did one and I was like on top of the world. I got such good feedback. I was like, yes, go me. This time I did a man for really bad anxiety. And as he went, I thought, oh, I smashed that. I really did all right. I could have done them anchors, but I wasn't confident enough. But I was really confident with the kinetic shift, which I've not been confident with up till then. But he's saying there's no change.
All right.
So I was like, oh,
When did you speak to him?
it's a
So we had
syndrome.
when in what? Not when he
So
had,
I did him on Monday and I texted him on Thursday.
so he's had time to process,
Mm,
I think.
mm.
And what was bothering him? Like, I know he had anxiety, but how and why and what was going on?
He said he's off work and he cannot wait to get back to work. Like he really wants to shift it. He'd been in an accident ages ago. He was a bus driver, and the car went under the bus on a police chase and moved his bus. So now he's hyper vigilant when he's doing lorry driving, looking out for everybody's lives, basically. And so I did a lot of talk with that in it as well. It's not that you're not there, your amygdala's playing you up, all sorts of shit I was saying. Um, Connect Shift, he did say he felt lighter, he couldn't name the colour, and I did think, oh fuck,
Right.
name the
Yeah.
colour. But then he did that name it in the end, he ended up putting it as weight. What else was he saying? Oh, his son's found drugs, and like street life, he was saying basically. Um, so that's caused him loads of anxiety. His relationship is being affected because of their son. I can't remember all of it now. I've done a conversation, wrote it all down.
Got a lot of things that are going on. So an emotional detox, was there any reaction when he was doing the emotional detox?
Yeah, yeah. So he had like he kept flinching, and his eyes were flickering. His neck kept going back. He looked like flustered. He looked like he was going to cry, but he didn't. You could tell that he was trying to stop himself crying as well.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, yeah. I don't know.
All right.
I don't
Did
know
he
what
have
that.
any images that he needed to get rid of?
No, I asked him that because I thought I'd do it with the NLP thing, but no, he said no. And the whole thing probably lasted, maybe I rushed through it, but it probably lasted about 45 minutes. Like the actual hypnotherapy, not the conversation before.
Not with him. And he
Yeah.
left feeling what?
Well, when I did the kinetic shift thing, he was like, it's still there. And about three times, he was like, oh, it's lighter. And yeah, he could see a lighter red. He felt like lighter in his chest. It wasn't so heavy.
Did you backfill? Did you put good stuff in?
Yeah,
And he says no change.
yeah. He's like, maybe in a few days' time or something. He went,
Give him
so
a
I thought,
few
I'm not
more
asking
days.
you again.
No, but give him a few more days. But that's really, really, I would say to him, that's really, really unusual. That's very, like, especially with all the work that you've done.
Yeah.
I would question
Okay.
it. I would say to him, are you like, not are you sure? Because that's a little bit insulting, but that will, you've done a lot of work. So what can we, um, he must have told you at the beginning what things were bothering him. Like, he's not at work. But how does he feel about going back to work now? Is that
He can't wait to get back to work. It's a really lovely little family business. He feels like he's letting them down. I did the obstacle future pacing. What was that?
he doesn't feel ready to go back to work after treatment?
Yeah, no, not yet. Do you think maybe it's I did wonder if he's got this like thinks it's gonna make him go back to work the next day and it hasn't. So he's not really looking out for any signs. Maybe he had an expectation.
It's expectation and belief. However, he could. If he's got rid of a lot of his trauma already, like with you, he's got rid of the trauma and he's shifted trauma out, and you've put in good and feeling confident and going back to work and all the rest of it. You've done all of that, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. It's asking him if he feels that, how does he feel thought of going back to work? Does it fill him with dread still? Did you check that collaboration at the end?
I didn't ask that question at the end, no.
Okay. Um, I would have checked that. Or when you spoke to him Thursday, did you ask him, what did he say? Did you ask him how he felt about going back?
How do you feel? Do you feel like, I didn't ask him about going back to work because when he said I don't feel no different, I thought, oh, get me out of this situation. So I didn't ask no more
Probably I
questions.
wasn't expecting it, was you? Because you're probably thinking, oh, he's going to go, yeah, I feel loads better.
Yeah.
I would give him give him a few days to like give him a few more days to process stuff. Get back in touch with you and say, how do you feel about going back to work now? And compare that to when he first came to you or before he spoke to you. Because check that he hasn't got a phobia of the same thing happening.
He has got a phobia of the accident happening again.
Right. Okay.
So I probably should have done phobias then, should I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So what you've done is great because you've released a lot of the trauma that's related to the phobia, but the phobia rewind will really help, or collapsing anchors will help. That he feels safe, but also be mindful that if he's in driving a bus, did you say?
He was when he had a crash. Now it's a lorry on the motorway.
So if he's driving a lorry, you don't want him to be invincible when he's driving, but that he's a professional driver. He's an experienced driver. He's what is it they call them when they're like that? An advanced driver. So he has more experience than most people on the road. And to install that, did you install that?
No, I was just saying that you're really good at driving. You've done this for years. You've got your license because you can.
General sort of stuff. But
Yeah.
if you get rid of the phobia, now treat it, say to him like, I need to treat this as a phobia because you're still, I think the phobia is still there. You've got rid of the trauma. Change the phobia so that the picture of him or the vision of him driving the lorry and having the accident, then see it going backwards, then
Could have
take
done
it
that.
out, then driving to the best of his ability and putting that in. And then anchor, even just anchor that in, how great that feels that um, feel really, really great that you're seeing yourself driving because then if he sees himself driving, the mind doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination. So when he sees himself driving, then he's going, oh yeah, that's all right. I feel okay. The subconscious mind goes, oh, I've done that. It's back to normal. So it's seeing themselves. If you did, what confidence did you do at the end?
So I did the control room.
Yeah.
I was saying that you've got this. Oh, fucking, I can't remember what it was.
Suggestions. I think he's got to see himself driving to the best of his ability, and because he is an advanced driver, because he's got an HGV or whatever driving skills that he has, it's installing that confidence in that area. Because normally we go for everything in confidence, don't we? We go for the whole lot. But if you treat it like a phobia, release that phobia of driving and having another accident and then pop in um, feeling good as a driver, or collapsing anchors would be this is your anchor as a what it felt like when you had the accident, what happened, how you felt, the fear, anxiety, da 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 da. Anchor that in. Then I would either you could probably do it with one anchor, but add a couple, two or three anchors, add it in. You're you're always safety first because you're a good driver. Remember when you first got your HGV license, how what an achievement that was. Um, it's got to be things where he's confident in driving. The times that you've got out of a sticky situation because you were driving, or the times that you parked the lorry in a sticky situation, but you've managed it, or whatever it is, anchor those in, collapse out the the fear is because of fear or phobia of having another accident. And that
Yeah.
also he knows now, because he's had that experience, he now knows what he knows. Now knowing what you now know, because that's leaving it up to him. You now know how to deal with that because it's made you um, an even better driver than you were before. So you know when someone says, "Oh, I didn't pass my test the first time, but I passed my test. I passed my driving test the second time, but that's twice that you've driven under duress." So you'll say to him, "Now you've learned from that. All of that experience is great because that makes you an even better driver than you were before the accident."
Yeah.
So reframe it. Hi, no, reframe
No.
it. Relook at it again and spin it on its arse, twist it.
Yeah.
It's changing it. And also, if he can see himself as like he's lost confidence as a driver, hasn't he?
Yeah. I
But
think I was just working on the confidence as a driver rather than as a phobia.
yeah,
He didn't mention that word. He was saying, like, I've just lost all my confidence in it. So it didn't trigger me.
yeah. So you got it. Yeah. So say to him, if you speak to him a few days, say, "How are you feeling now? But why don't you have another session with me? We'll get rid of this fear because I think it's a phobia that you've got, and then we're going to put in the confidence as a driver because you're a very experienced driver, and then pop that in because he probably has. You know, when you said about the son and whatever else is going on in his life, you would have wiped probably a lot of that out. But this particular is at one event. Now, there's always loads of events, but this is more like a phobia of the event of what happened. So treat that as a phobia.
Thank
Try
you.
that, not try that.
Thank,
That would help.
okay, thank you.
How's everyone else getting on?
I had a bit of a mental one yesterday and I wasn't prepared. My client came in, but she was physically shaking. She was in a complete state. She only come to get her hair done, and she was just her mum, who's my other client's got diagnosed with cancer. She has been under the hospital herself. She's had she was abused as a child. She's had burglars in her house. She has and there was something else in there as well, but which I knew. Part of that past of it was past that I knew. The hospital thing was a past trauma linking to the thing. She basically has to have a camera down. But the fact was, I just said, look, I'll try and do something. I said, but more than anything, I'm just going to try and stop you shaking because she was literally, her anxiety was just like this. But so I did. She did. I did the emotional detox, and her eyes. I think, like what Keely just said, because she was really, really, really anxious. I think her eyes were really, really fluttering. Like, do you know when I was doing the detox? That was fine. She didn't cry or anything. She calmed down. I did a kinetic shift because she said she had two things, one up here and one down there. I could sort of clear one in her stomach, but I couldn't clear the one up here.
Okay.
So I said, but by this point we'd done other things, and I said, all right, let's probably just. She said she felt better anyway, and she would stop shaking. So I said, well, we wouldn't do any more because I just felt like she was just like.
It's too much.
And also I didn't because I wasn't prepared. I didn't know she was going to come in like that. And what else did I do? And I didn't massively know where to go with the. She obviously needs to have this camera down, but she's had it done before and had absolutely no issue. The last time she went and had it done, she basically whatever drug they put in her, it made her go mad. Like she all of a sudden couldn't breathe. They had to rush her off. She had to be resuscitated, and she remembers it all. And she said, "I'm so 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 scared that's going to happen to me again." But through talking, I was saying, "Can you not look like you've done it? Can you not look? Yeah, I cannot look. I can look at the floor, and that will help." And we don't look at what they're doing. So we got through to that. And then when we were in hypnosis, I sort of said, I don't know if this was right or wrong. 'Cause part of my fault. I don't know if that was a bit. If she was in such a state, but I basically said, if you don't have these tests done, what else could happen? Basically, like this is spiking. I was going, but if you don't have the test done, we don't know what's going to go on from that. You need the test done. Basically, you're going to be fine. And then I went, after you've done it before, you're going to be, I did all the rest of it after, but I felt like there was too many parts, and I didn't know where to. I felt like I was just like, I don't know where to go with her. I still did the control room.
Oh.
I can't remember what else I did. I did the bench.
So you did really a lot, but even right at the beginning when she came in and she was like hyperventilating or whatever she was doing and getting herself all panicky, there could have been stuff that you could have just done to calm her down to start with,
Mm,
just before she even went into hypnosis.
mm.
So that could have been a physiological sigh, breathe in through the nose, long out. You could have done bilateral stimulation, taking it out to the pen, keeping the head still, taking it out to the side, and that would have calmed her down. You could have done tapping.
I did say, but because I felt like I bombarded her a little bit, I just felt like I eased her. I didn't go for, because I did say, I said I think tapping would help. That after, because she's basically wound up about her mum all the time. And I just said, look, go and see how you get on with these next few days. And then I said, I'll speak to her, because she said when she left, can we do it again? I said, yeah. I said, and then I'll have a bit of warning this time, and I'll be a bit, because like she's literally coming. I was like, what the fuck?
Pressure then, ain't you? You're putting yourself like a lot of pressure and a lot of stress. Going, right, come on, we'll do something. Whereas,
Well, no, it's because but her mum knew I'd knows. I did. Well, maybe Nick can help you. So, and because I had offered before she said that anyway, and I said, well, after I've done your hair, let's just see if we can just get. Because then we just was just chatting, and a lot did come out through chatting, and she had calmed right down by the time I did it. And I did notice when she walked in, her hands were shaking. But as the time went on, she did calm down a little bit. So that was, it was at the after, it was later though we started doing stuff.
yeah, I
But
think getting them calm to start with before you start working on them,
mm,
because they can be a little bit, um, they're still in like fight, flight, freeze, isn't they? They're like looking for the tiger.
yeah.
So
But what would you have done with like the thing about that she'd had the thing down her throat before, but it is connected to a trauma that she thinks is being dragged up from when she was young?
so she had it done before when she was a kid.
No, no, the trauma happened when she was a kid. She's had this thing down her throat. This will be the third time. The first time was fine. The second time she freaks out
Right.
and it all went wrong. And now they're calling her back again in next week or the week after to do it again. And she's absolutely in such a state about it. So I thought, I didn't know what else to
So
say.
you could do a few things. So you could ask her, where's that feeling when you think about that? Connect, shift it out. You could also do, you could use it like a phobia. See yourself having done it the worst time it was. See yourself as the worst time in the video. Rewind it. See yourself floating up out of the body, going into it
I
and
did
behaving the
think
way
that.
you're supposed to behave and being okay with it. So treating it a bit like a phobia, because it is in a way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Um, so you could connect, shift the thing out. Then changing the way that, what does it feel like when that goes down in the throat? What's the feeling of that? So you
The
could
first time she was knocked, she was half, she doesn't remember.
okay,
That's why when they went to do it, she started gagging and gagging and gagging because
yeah,
she said, it's not working, it's not working. And that's when she couldn't breathe. And it all went, "Ugh." And I was sort of like,
trauma. So it's either releasing the trauma, but might be stuff before that. So emotional detox, obviously. But I would have a look at that as phobia as well,
yeah.
and then see yourself having the treatment but being okay with it, like seeing herself again. If the mind doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination, so if she sees herself um, doing that, and then because if she's on the cinema thing, she's disassociated when she sees herself doing it, so it's not so hurting. It's not hurting so much. It's okay. She feels safe because she's sitting eating her popcorn. when she floats up and goes into the cinema screen and she acts out whatever happens, then she'll be okay with it because she's
Yeah.
it's seeing herself do it and then acting it out, and that's where you want is that change, and then putting in the confidence that she's going to be okay. And also time scale, like how long does that take to do that procedure?
Yeah.
If she's having that procedure, if her hands are free, she can just tap on just her hands. I'm okay. It's okay. This will be over soon. This will be over soon. I'm going to be okay. This is for my well-being. I trust the process. It's okay. I'm okay. See what I mean? Just
Yeah.
tapping, and she won't be able to say it out loud, but she'll be able to say it in her head. I'm okay. It's okay. And even breathing will be difficult to do, obviously, because she'll be stuffing something down her throat. It's not easy to breathe. So, but by tapping, even she's just tapping on her hand, it can just start and saying those affirmations in her head. I'm okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
They're professionals. They know what they're doing. You're putting those suggestions in.
Mm.
You could do that with the phobia, is see yourself having the treatment and feeling, and then almost coming out at the end and laughing as she's listening to the song. If she
Yeah.
can have headphones in, if you put in a phobia release, and let's just say you wanted to put in a good song to it, and I know one of the guys I've just been working with actually, Barry. He has done it where he set it up before they've gone into hypnosis. What's your favourite song? What song do you love? Let's say it's Saturday Night Fever or whatever. Um, you play that, just play it, even if it's in hypnosis, play it, really embed that, anchor that in of Saturday Night Fever. If she then goes to have the treatment, headphone in, listen to Saturday Night Fever, do the tapping, I'm okay, it's okay, I remember I'm amazing, this is the best of me. You're giving her coping mechanisms for the actual treatment. But
Yeah.
I think the phobia should be enough. Like when
Yeah.
I've done it for the woman who had brain surgery, she was absolutely fine. I didn't give her any other treat. I didn't give her anything else. I said to her, you're going to be all right. And she went and had it done, and that was it. So it's also checking before you do the phobia on a scale of 1 to 10. Where are you feeling about that now?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a 10. Right. Okay. Do the work. Where are you feeling now? Oh, it's this. Where, what, when you think of it, what comes up? What emotion comes up? Ask them that. What emotion comes up when you think about the treatment? Oh, fear. Where's that fear live? Where does it live in the body? Let's shift that fear out. Just sit with that fear for a minute. Try doing that. Just sit with your fear. Why is it there? What's its purpose? Yeah. So I know it's working on your feet a lot, like working and going right. It's just looking at it and staying, as a therapist, staying calm and going, okay.
There on my feet. I've been a hairdresser. She came in. I was going, what?
Yeah, I bet you was.
Okay.
And
Thank
also,
you.
that's not really fair, is it? That's not really fair on you, as you're thinking about before she's arrived. You're thinking about her hair, aren't you? You're thinking, oh,
I was eating me like I was starving. I was cramming something in.
stuffing your lunch down your throat, thinking, fucking hell, that woman's going to be here in a minute, and I'm going to have to do her hair and blah 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 blah. She's walked in and she's having a bloody full blown panic attack.
I did feel sorry for her because I know I know I do her and her mum. Her mum's just been diagnosed with cancer and they don't know what stage she's at or anything yet. And I know that from her mum, and I haven't seen her. And I know she's now really upset and worried about her mum. She can't say anything to her mum. Her mum can't doesn't want to say anything to her. And it's like, going, oh God.
Yeah, so I think, yeah, think before you start diving in and giving treatment or cutting their hair or whatever, get her to calm down by doing some bilateral stimulations, some
Yeah.
breathing exercises, and just calming her down. Remember that emotion will run through the body within 90 seconds. Calm
Yeah.
her down, first of all, or even if she just taps on the side, I'm okay. It's okay. I remember I'm amazing. I'm safe. That's a good one. I'm safe.
Mm.
People know what they're doing. They're professionals. They're going to look after me to the best of their ability because they are, aren't they?
Yeah.
If you're a nurse or a doctor who's looking after you, it's in their best interest. It's their job.
Yeah.
The purpose is always a positive purpose, never a negative, is it? They're not getting them in and thinking, "Well, I can't wait to get this woman in and stick something down her throat. I'm going to really hurt her."
Yeah.
They're thinking, "Oh, Lord, we'll make this as comfortable as possible."
Mm.
So it's seeing that from that, switching it and seeing it, reframing, as we say.
She was even saying about the people in there. I didn't like what she said to me. I didn't like what the woman said to me. That she repeated whatever this nurse said to her. I said, yeah, but she wasn't digging it. Was she? She was trying to make you feel like I didn't think it's. She didn't appreciate the way it came across. I said, but she wasn't actually. I said she might not have done it your way, but I don't think she. You know.
She's already uptight. You know, when you're already
Yeah.
uptight and you're stressed and everything else, and then someone says something to you, and you're like,
Yeah.
they could be saying, "Do you want a cup of tea?" And you're like, "No, of course I don't want a fucking cup of tea. I want a tea."
Yeah.
And that's what you know. You can be really stressed, and someone says, "Oh," or really angry. If you ever come up with someone who's really angry, someone says, "Oh, calm down." Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck off. I'm not calm. Of course, I'm
Yeah.
not. Do I look calm? I think it's just one of the like that. You need to calm her down in her own way. Like, just
Yeah.
don't say, "Oh, I'm going to calm you down." Like, just take some deep breaths, shall we?
Mm. Mm.
Together.
Yeah.
And then when you get there, just tap on the side of the hand. I'm
Mm.
okay. Say it in your head, not out loud, because obviously she's going to have something stuffed down her throat. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Mm.
They're looking after me. They're here to help me. I feel grateful. When we feel grateful, we feel better when we feel grateful. I'm really grateful that these people are going to help me today. I'm really grateful that they're here to help me. They know
Yeah.
that makes you feel good already.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Anyone else been on some stuff?
Well, I've done a couple of group sessions, but mini ones. This is for, without knowing, I've just done the emotional detox end of my yoga class, actually.
Oh, nice. And how was that?
Um, they feel good when we finish towards the like last 5 minutes or so. Emotional detox, and I did one today. Just finished the class now at 5:30, so 5:20 done with the relaxation and everything, and then I did the emotional detox, and then a few of them say, we were feeling really good. And I said to you, mate, and you're releasing any tension, any negative feeling, thoughts, guilt, shame, hurt. And then I said, you may or may not know what you're releasing today, but the subconscious mind does. So, but I don't know because um, this class is not my own regular class. I was covering someone.
Okay.
I wouldn't know the feedback and then the response from them. The other class, I think it was, when did I do the other one? It was similar. So toward the end of my class. And I've started announcing in some of the classes that I've done a diploma in the hypnosis, and I do this along with the yoga, Pilates. I do this as well. So, but yeah, but I felt good. I felt like I'm incorporating the hypnosis with my yoga, and these are the baby initial steps. And and I know this is how I started with my yoga practice. Feeling nervous, forgetting about things. So I should have done this. I should have done this after the class. But the more I did, the more confident I gained. So I know this is the same process. Um, I've also approached one of my one-to-one clients. It's the lady I mentioned about. She's been divorced long ago, and then she was holding on to I don't know, the trauma and the pain. She wasn't ready to go into the relationship again. Young lady, now she's 40, and then she got divorced about 13 years ago. So she wants to get it done, but she not in her home because I visit her home. um, Maybe somewhere that is she can openly do this. So that's yet to come.
That's really good to do the group. To do the group session is really good because I think that takes a lot of confidence to do that when you've got a group. And I know you're used to dealing with groups, but just taking them through that process, it's all practice, isn't it? And seeing how they feel, and then I know you can't always get feedback, but especially in the situation with you, it's nice to get that feeling.
And I felt emotional detox is something that I could do in the group. What else can I do? Group practice in terms of group practice.
Control room works well in groups.
Sorry?
The control room, go into the control room. It's really ambiguous.
All right, change anything you want to do today. This is the time you change and switch it or turn it off. Yeah.
The only thing is with groups is you have to give it has to be suitable for everyone, but also it's everyone works at different speeds. So there'll be some people that are all finished doing what they've got to do in a short space of time, and the others you're going to have to give them time to work through it. So when I've done a group, I've asked them, like, when you've done that, just pop your hand up. Like when I've done it here, I'll pop your hand up. And we're just waiting for a few more people. And when you finish that, just pop your hand up, and then we can move on. We're going to move on now. So just working with a group. Depends on how many you got. But one of my students, Clinton, he past life aggression. He did. He's a spiritual guy, and he done. I don't know how he done it. Past life aggression in a group. I can't remember who it was, but it was like a ridiculous amount of people, and I was like, "How the hell did that work?" But he got it. He done it. So personally, there's no way I'd do past life aggression with like more than. I just think we're concentrating on one person. But when you're doing other stuff, if you're doing sort of like letting go, it's not too bad, or putting in good stuff, it's fairly gentle stuff, it's not too bad. Even if the emotional detox is just let go of some of your negative stuff. Keeping it simple, ambiguous, what happens. Putting in confidence is always a good one. Easy to do in it with a group.
Some of the stuff that I had been doing even before taking this course are like you're amazing, let go, release what you don't need it, the negative emotions or anything that's not needed in the mind, in the body, in your system, let go, and then filling that with what we do here, like you're amazing, you can do anything you put your mind to. So that I've been doing already. And while doing the hypnosis in the last couple of sessions with group session, I was mindful not to go too long. So because they're there for yoga and they're not for this reason, but this is a kind of treat for them that told them the subconscious mind does know what needs to be released. And, we know that sometimes some people feel it straight away. Some people, the mind processes it in a few days' time, 2 days, 3 days. So I tended to keep it short and not long.
Yeah, and that's enough. You're just almost giving them a taster, aren't you?
Yeah.
Give them a little bit of a taster, and this is what I do as a therapist. But obviously, it's a lot more bespoke to suit your needs. We can go on and put other suggestions in, or we can work with food, or we can work with other issues, depending on what you want to achieve.
Yeah, what I can do, I think towards the end of the class, I can say, if anyone needs to get rid of or overcome any addiction, sugar or weight loss, then approach me. Yeah, reach out to me.
Yeah, which is great. You've got a captive audience, haven't you?
And the hypnosis you did on me, the kind of putting things off.
Yeah.
I was supposed to mention last week, but toward the end, I didn't realize, and we finished very kind of, he said goodbye before I realized we were leaving. Not only the electrician, but the gas guy has come and done the job. They both done the job. So um, though when we met, not last week, not the week before, when you did the hypnosis on me, I had phoned the electrician that morning. He didn't answer the call. I had been phoning them, but not being persistent. So after going through the hypnosis with you, I was phoning them regularly. And then this gas guy, the gas engineer, I think he's been like ignoring my call for the past 3 months or so. And then was it Saturday? Friday. He phones me and then he said no, the day before Thursday, he said he'll come and do it the next day. And he did. I wasn't home, but I said somebody will be if you want to come during the day. And they both done the job. So that is done. Yeah.
That's really good. That's what it's about, isn't it? It's just trying.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. So, anyone else got any questions? Anything else that's been going on, or anything that you're not sure about that you've covered in the last 8 weeks? Anything you think, oh, I could really up the game with that, or I know we need to practice a lot of stuff, and there's some stuff that we know we don't know what's going to come up when we see clients. Is there anything you think, oh, that's a bit vague still?
One thing that's just come to my mind now when you ask me what else, when we are new to anything, we forget things and we get nervous. How do we overcome that nervousness on ourselves? So in yoga, I don't plan my class because for me, it's spontaneously. So I go into the class whether it's one-to-one, small group or big group. I never plan my class. And planning doesn't work because if I go into, okay, this is what I'm going to do, and I get there, the energy is different. They had a bad day. They can't do what I was supposed to do with them. So it doesn't work. And also in a group session, I don't know who's coming on that day, who's not attending the class, whether it's a younger person or able to do strong class. So I just go and do whatever comes. And I don't get nervous anymore. But in the beginning, so if I forget or if I say, oh gosh, I didn't say this. So how do I kind of take control back and say it's okay, I'm fine?
That's a really good question. So I'm a bit like you, Anoop. When it comes to seeing clients, I can walk in, crack on straight away. And whatever comes up, I mean, I might have a bit of background. I might have spoke to them on the phone and said that, no, they do this, this, and this. And might have told me, and I would have written down a few sort of notes about them, what's going on in their life, depending on how much of a consultation I've had over the phone with them. But there are times where, like tonight, for example, I've been already on another meeting. I've been on another course, and then I was finishing that. It should have finished at 5. But I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be running late. I want to have a cup of tea. I want to get organised. I need to do something else before I go on. I'm not right. And I messaged everyone and said, I'm running 10 minutes late, and then I've deleted it. But to do that, I sometimes just go, right, get into the space that you're going to be working, and then just sit and just breathe and just calm yourself down. And then think about it logically, what you're going to do, and then look at whatever notes you've got, if any, and go, right, they're interested in their phobia, they're interested in weight loss. I must remember that I'm going to do this, this, and this, or I'm going to do that, that, and that. And just prepare yourself. And just be in that quiet moment, compose yourself and think, like, I'm ready. Like, I've got all the answers are there in my subconscious mind. It's just a matter of relocating, bringing that, locating it and bringing it to the point, bringing it forward. See what I mean? So just going into the, and I find that if whatever I'm doing, I could be a bit like that if I'm going to go out for dinner. I'm going to the pub. I can think of, right, I'm going in the pub, I'm going to meet whoever. Oh, right, that's fine. We'll do on my own. I'm going to go in, I'm going to go and see whoever. And it's clearing your space, isn't it? It's just clearing your space before anyone else comes in.
The way we do the same thing on ourselves, what we do on the client, just
Yeah.
calm down, just take a few
Calm
deep
down,
breaths,
take a
just
deep breath.
relax, and
Because
then
if
do that.
you're-
We
if you're
do that
high-
on ourselves.
Yeah, if you're thinking 6 million things
Yeah,
all at once, then you're not thinking straight, are you?
yeah, true.
Leave that at the door, come in to your office or your space, wherever you're working, or your laptop or whatever, and go, right, today I'm going to be doing weight loss or whatever it is. What information do I need about weight loss? What sort of questions will I be asking? Who is she? How old is she? What does she want to do? How does she want to achieve that? What kind of food is she eating? And so on. You see what I mean? You're already getting yourself prepared. And I think I had this conversation with Nick this week. We was talking about, and you said, oh, you wrote down your script and you read some of it, and you was like, I feel so much better
Much better, because I think I was trying to go off memory of what we were saying or what to say, and in the end I felt it didn't feel deep enough. So like with the deep now, I actually read it, and because you're doing it slowly, you can read it without sounding like you're talking like that. You can do it like and I felt much better starting off like that.
So I'm totally against scripts, as you know. And most hypnotists, if you're a good hypnotist, you won't need a script. But having said that, when you first learn, you need to.
I can't remember there's too many parts. So whoever I've got, I'll go back all through my stuff and thinking, well, what bits do I need? What work better? Because I don't know any of it 100% unless I go.
You won't. Yeah. It's like working it out and going, right, well, I've got someone for a phobia. I need to read through the phobia module, go through what I've done. And you know what it's like, as you read it, you think, oh, yeah, I can do that. Oh, yeah, this, or that can happen, or this can happen. So it's just like sitting with yourself and going, yeah, I've got to achieve this, this, and this. How am I going to achieve that? What do I need to do to get that result? And then just going through the module and just writing down some bullet points even, just to remind yourself.
Yeah.
It's all quite, I think, even when I'm seeing clients, if I've had a really, really busy day with clients, or the first client of the day, where I'm still thinking, 100 miles an hour, did I do this, did I do that, da, 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 da. Just come in and just have a cup of tea, sit down, relax, think about what we're going to be doing. Get yourself in that headspace. Make sure that you're hydrated. Make sure you've had something to eat. Whatever shit's going on, leave that out there. You can always pick it up on the way out. Does that help?
When you go back over your notes, there's loads. Like while I was sitting here waiting, I was just flicking through, and I thought I forgot about the hospital bed bit. Like, just, do you know what I mean? There's bits that as you go through, you think, oh, there is so much in it all.
There is, and they're always like, even I've just been on a flight, and it's something about something else. Like he's a and we started discussing stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's something I haven't used for a long, something I haven't done for a long time. Technique. And as soon as we brought it up, it was like, oh yeah, look at that. See what I mean? It happens like with machine, you've got a lot to take on board. And there's a lot to learn, isn't there? But it's just, it will fall into place, and you'll start going, oh, but what if I try that technique? Or what if I try that technique? And that could work well.
Okay, actually, I was talking to my friend the other day. She stopped vaping, but she's on, is it the mints or something? like for vaping, so she's still getting some nicotine. So what would you do with that? Trying to get, because that's not actually doing it, is it?
She's getting something, isn't she? She's getting nicotine.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing as doing sugar addiction, or it's not doing anything for her anymore. She thinks it is, doesn't she? What's her belief of the patch or the gum or the spray? They do a spray as well now, don't they? You spray it in your mouth. But a girl got addicted to the spray. Switching one addiction to another. She's still got to get rid of the emotional detox and all the rest of it. But also seeing herself spraying in her face or putting the gum in, and what does that do? Changing it, changing her perspective on it, reframe it, make it taste disgusting, collapsing anchors.
Yeah.
There's a lot you can do. It's just sorting out what you think is right. So, Zoe, you're really quiet. Any questions?
Sorry, I was just listening. I've got school holidays this week, so I'm just so busy with my work at the moment as well. But what I have been doing, I haven't done, obviously I did the session last Friday. I caught up with her yesterday, and she said to me that she's felt really like things that she'd normally overthink and worry about, she now just thinks, I don't care. So I was like, oh, maybe that has worked a bit then, what we did. And then I've been trying to do the talking to myself as I'm driving and going over it, because I'm just struggling at the moment to fit in any sort of doing any sessions. But I've been doing in the gym, practicing a lot of the collapsing anchors, because obviously it's a bit quicker. Like if they've got something that one of them had like fruit pastels, she keeps eating them. So I was practicing that on her.
Yeah.
And little things like that. But I don't feel 100% confident, but I think that's because I'm not getting the practice in that I need to be doing at the moment.
Once a day you have to practice, and really practicing with each other. Send a message to each other and go, like, let's do a session.
Yeah.
All right, so because we're going to get you to do some session, we're going to get you to work together anyway. With pain control, which is what today's about, is most people won't come to you for pain control. They might tell you that they've got a lot of pain. And yes, last night I sent a message in the WhatsApp group about midnight last night, because the Saturday that I am was watching Mike Mandel do about fibromyalgia. And I don't suppose anyone's had a chance to watch it, because it's about 38 minutes long. I think it's about 30, 38, 36 minutes, what it is. Mike Mandel is like a legend in the hypnotherapy world. He's based in Canada. And he is absolutely brilliant.
So, Max, I've been listening to, he's got a podcast called The Brain Thing, and it's so good. I've listened to about 20 episodes of it so far, but I'd really recommend it to you guys. It's really good. Brain control.
Really, really good. Mike
Yeah,
Mandel.
he's really good.
He's based in Canada, but he's originally from Britain, but he's like 70 odd, because he's been doing hypnosis for the last 50 odd years. He's on YouTube, and lots of his stuff that he does on YouTube, but he was being interviewed because he had fibromyalgia, and with fibromyalgia they got rid of it. And that's why I put it on the link, because we was dealing with pain. And I've had clients that have come in and they've gone, I've got fibromyalgia. But there's lots of talk at the moment about fibromyalgia and getting rid of it completely, and how common it is with people that have had trauma. And it's not normally, but people that have had car accidents when they're young. Is there someone on here who's got fibromyalgia? Is it you, Keely?
Yeah, I don't have fibromyalgia, but I did that hypnotherapy on that lady who's fibromyalgia. But because of counselling, Fibromyalgia is neurological. It's not actually a pain. So it's the brain that sends you waves to say
Yeah.
that it's pain, but it's trauma based.
Yeah, always
So
trauma.
you've had trauma in your life
Yes,
past, yeah.
we've always known that fibromyalgia is, but they're also saying that they're saying that a lot to do with it can be trauma from a car accident or childhood. But Mike Mandel had fibromyalgia, and he got rid of it with hypnosis, with tapping, which was quite remarkable. But I've sent it in the message. So there's lots of different ways that we can help with pain. It's locating.
Lady, sorry, the lady I know who's got fibromyalgia, she started having the pain and after giving birth to her child. She said it started after that. I haven't asked her. Did I ask her it was a normal delivery or not? I can't remember. She is one of my yoga clients, so I need to. I haven't approached her further for this because I wanted to get more confidence, and then once I'm a bit confident, I would have approached her. But what do I need to ask her more? I did ask her when did it start. She said after giving birth to my boy.
Yeah, finding out a bit more about their fibromyalgia is always good. But whatever goes on, whatever pain they've got, there's all different types of pain, chronic pain. And there's pain that, if you've got a broken arm, that's obviously letting you know that you've got a broken arm and you need to see a doctor. If someone's got chronic pain, where they've had pain, like a pain in their back or whatever it is, then that can be there because of emotional pain, something that's happened to them. And releasing that. So it's identifying the pain. What does that pain, what emotion comes with that pain? When you ask someone that, it's like, just get them to say, what's the first emotion that comes into your head? And then get them to say it's sadness or whatever it is. And then we can do it with kinetic shift by changing it. We can also do it so that find out if there's a temperature to it. Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it moving? If it's moving, everything moves. So most things will move. And you say, let's just say, for example, if it's moving and it's clockwise, what if we stop that and turn it the other way? What happens then? And what if we just stop that and make it really small and really soft? And what if we push it out of the body? What if we take it to the other side of the room? See what I mean? So when I've done some with mine, it was the immune system. What does my immune system? Well, I said that my immune system was like thorns, like a rose bush that was running through my body. What can we do with those thorns? Can we make them softer? Well, why don't we just cut them off? Why don't we, instead of it being rough and nasty and prickly, why don't we change that so that it's soft? Why don't we change it to silk? How does that feel now? So get them to describe the pain. Is it a shooting pain? Let's change from a shooting pain to a softer pain. It's asking the client the right questions. What's the purpose of the pain? So if they've got back pain, if it's been over 3 months or 12 weeks, same thing, if it's been over 3 months, has it become a habit? Have they just got used to it? And also looking at the placebo effect. If they've just got bad back and the doctor said, well, you're going to be in a lot of pain, or if you take these tablets and you read the side effects of the tablets, are you giving yourself those side effects? And some studies have been shown where people have had like said to people, you were going to give you surgery on your knee. Opened up the knee, closed it back up again, sewn it up, brought them back out of the theatre, and then gone, like, you're fine now, your knee's fixed. Didn't do anything. All I did was open up the knee and closed it back again. If the mind believes, the body will achieve, right? It's a really old saying from Erickson. But it's looking at the pain and going, well, what is its purpose? Why is it there? What can I do about it? There's also where you can put in the drug of your choice or the medication of your choice. And I don't mean actually physically taking the tablet, but I want you to imagine if you could mix up under hypnosis your own tablet, your own medicine, what would it be? You know that, let's say, for example, that turmeric, some other stuff that's going to make me feel good. Like, let's say if I had a cold, remember, lemon's going to help and honey's going to help and so turmeric's going to take the inflammation down or whatever it is. I want you to imagine now opening up that door where you want to pop that in and imagine taking it, how that makes you feel once that's in. And if it's stuff that they can't always take, do what it's like to just add that medicine. Because we can only take so much medicine, can't we? Like if you're taking ibuprofen, there's only so many ibuprofens you can take before you start overdosing or damaging the body even more. If you could imagine taking ibuprofen with some honey, some turmeric or whatever, what would that feel like? Imagine going into that knee, finding the issue during hypnosis. What is that issue there? And I've told you this before, when I had the Baker's cyst on the back of my knee, it did mess me up actually. Where the Baker's cyst, I burst it under hypnosis and then ended up in a lot of pain in my calf muscle because fluid had gone down into the calf muscle. And I'd completely forgot all about it because I wasn't even a hypnotist then. I was just studying, and I went to see a hypnotist. She didn't help me with it, but I just did it while she was doing something else. But you see what I mean? That placebo effect, if you can push that pain out and change that pain, and it's checking the pain. So for example, you say to someone, that pain, where's that pain now? What on a scale of 1 to 10, what pain is it now? It's a 10. What emotion comes with that pain? Sadness. Okay. Take a breath in. And I think about that pain again. What comes with that pain? What emotion comes with it? Ask them again. It's still sadness. Okay. Anything else? Feel angry. Feel anxious. Feel stressed. Okay. Take a breath in, breathe out. Where's that now on a scale of 1 to 10? Just describe the pain. What does it look like? Can it move? Can we change the texture? Can we change the temperature? If it's bright red and it's strong and it's hot, what happens if you make it blue, ice cold? And if they can't imagine that, imagine painting blue onto the arm or wherever that is. Imagine putting it into freezing cold water. How does it feel now? What happens if you can make it feel warm? Will that help? How many times do we put, if you've got pain in your neck or wherever, and you put hot, or like stomach cramps, you put a hot water bottle there, well, the blood will all flow there, won't it? And it will give it some warmth, and then it starts to feel a bit better. But instead of having the actual water bottle, if they're in hypnosis, just imagine having that hot on the back of your neck, making that warm. Imagine the blood flowing to that area, releasing that pain and allowing it to flow through the body. Imagine it evaporating, dissipating. Kinetic shift works really well with pain. Look at that pain. Look where is it? What is it? What's its purpose? Ask for its purpose. What emotion comes up when you think about the pain that you've got? And I've just done this with one of my friends. Where's that pain? He done it in my elbow. We got it from an 8 to a 2. About 20 minutes. So for me, he was like, "What pain? Where's that pain?" And I was like, "It was in my elbow." I've had it for years. And it has become a habit. I know it has. Where's that pain? What is it? I think it was an 8. What emotion comes with that pain? And I was like, and it's the first thing that comes to your head. Sadness. And then it went from sadness to anger to rage. And then I got this like anxiety came up. And then suddenly I could feel all the blood going from, it went through the arms suddenly. And then it was like, I feel sick. Scale of 1 to 10, where was it now? I got it down to about 5 or 6 or whatever it was. Still the anger, the resentment, the frustration. I went through all of the emotions that came with that pain. And it's just sitting with that. Sit with that pain. Sit with that emotion. You might not know why it's sadness. You might not know why it's there. You're accepting it, if you know what I mean. You just accept that it is sadness. You don't need to dive into why. Sadness. And this is all just chatting. This doesn't have to be in hypnosis. If it's moving, it's shifting, if it's moving, what if you took that pain out? Let's say, for example, you've got a bad tooth. And you've got to go and get it sorted out anyway, but you want to get rid of the pain there and then. Is that feeling, what does it feel like? Is it moving? Is it a colour? How about if we took that out? Is it spinning? If it's spinning this way, what if you stop it and spin it the other way? What happens then? Feel what that feels like. Then see if you can pop that in, but change the colour of it, change the temperature of it. If you've got it out of the body, then what if you take it over to the other side of the room? And what if you pop it out through the window and allow it to fly away? What if you do that? It's about using your imagination. If they're in hypnosis already and they've got something like fibromyalgia, or they're in a lot of pain throughout the entire body, or they can feel that tension. So, well, where does that tension live? Where does that stress live? Just scan the whole body. Scan it. Where's that discomfort? Can we shift that through? So when we're dealing with pain, it's about really getting them to see it from a different perspective. And if it's something that, we all have to have a certain amount of pain to know that that something's not wrong. But if it's undiagnosed, if it's something that they can't find any real medical reason for it, and we can start to change the way that you think about it as it become a habit. Is there a secondary gain? When I say secondary gain, who knows what I mean by that? And Zoe?
Yeah, when they hold on to it because they're getting something from it.
Exactly. So like I would say to my sons, oh, I can't put the rubbish bins out, because, my arm really hurts and I'm not really strong enough. That's just the bullshit I'm telling them. Really, I should be saying to them, look, boys, this is one thing I want you to do is put the bloody rubbish out. Not making it about me, about them. Saying to them, no, I want you, this is what I want you to do. Not making an excuse. See what I mean? Oh, I can't run because I've got a bit of a bad knee. But actually, it'd be good to keep the knee moving, get it moving. I'm not saying go and run a marathon. I'm just saying keep it moving. And they've noticed this through how many times have you heard people that have had knee operations or heart attacks, and they say the best thing to do is get back to normal as quickly as possible. And that can sometimes give you lack of confidence. Like I have a lot of, due to problems that I've had with my joints, I'm very much like cautious. Oh, I shouldn't do that. But years ago, I would have done it and not thought about it. But because I'm a bit, oh, if I do that, I might really hurt myself and then I could be in pain for days. I'm always putting the suggestion in. So there's a guy called what's his name now? Blake. He's got a company called Pain to Go. And you can do a course with him if you're really interested in doing more pain management. Pain to Go. And it's where you do ideomotor signaling. So you're doing the signaling and you're asking, is that pain necessary? So once you've done an emotional detox, you might have released some of that pain or changed the pain or given them some medication, a placebo effect, see themselves doing whatever they don't do because of the pain, see themselves working, picking up, bending over, picking up something that's heavy that they would normally avoid, putting the rubbish out, like me. Any of those kind of things, seeing themselves doing that, and then getting to the end and doing some signalling. Is there a purpose to that pain? What is that purpose? Is it related to trauma? Yes, it's related to trauma. Do you know what that trauma is? Yeah, it's when you got in that car accident when you was 10. I thought I'll do it with that. Right, let's release that. Can we release that peacefully and calmly over the next 24 hours? Yes, we can. No, we can't. Why not? Because it's keeping you protected. I'm okay now. I'm protected. I'm safe. I'm a safe driver now. I'm okay. You see what I mean? You're asking the questions, but why is that? What is the purpose of that? Just sit with that for a minute. If that feels that, think about that pain. What does it do? What does it achieve? If it's because you've got a broken leg, it's obvious, isn't it? But you can reduce the pain. And if you take him into the control room, then you can turn that pain down, can't you? But most people won't come to you because of pain. Most people will come to you for something else. They don't believe that you can help them with the pain. I've got rid of my migraines with hypnosis. I told you about that, didn't I? With the kinetic shifted it out. I didn't get rid of it, but afterwards, I didn't get any more migraines. Any questions?
That I did with the hypnosis, she come to me for low mood depression, anxiety, and we did kinetic shift with her pain because she's got fibromyalgia, and I know that there was childhood abuse stuff going on in the background, but I don't know loads of it, obviously. So I didn't say any of that, just done the emotional detox, and then I did the kinetic shift for the pain. And I've got the message in front of me. She's like, so my pain in my feet is near a zero. I've been so happy about it. How does this even work? I was like, I don't know. But yeah, and then she's since messaged me saying she's been able to skate with her kids and all of that. But fibromyalgia is trauma, isn't it? So it's letting go of your stuff.
Yeah, it's all emotional. So letting go of it, and also knowing that, not being too comfortable with it. So many people get used to being comfortable with the pain, and it feels weird when the pain's not there. Even if you don't get the pain down to zero, that's okay. The quality of life is going to be better, isn't it? If you can go from an 8 down to like a 3 or a 2, then you're going to feel a lot better. And it might just need a little bit of processing to go, actually, a few days later, get less and less and less, and then start pushing the boundaries with it. But we can do that, can't we, when we're talking, when we're seeing ourselves doing certain things.
I don't want to get rid of it because I know another person that's got fibro, but it means that she doesn't have to work.
Oh, yeah, secondary gain.
So people wouldn't, they don't have to get rid of that if they don't want, but they would help their pain.
Yeah. Or even if they can go into their own sort of hypnosis, because all hypnosis is self-hypnosis, and you teach them what to do. Go into hypnosis, locate that pain, think about where it is, what colour it is, imagine if it's moving, move it the other way, see if you can push that pain out through the skin, make it really small, make it really tiny, a bit like when we have an emotion, an image where we go, what colour is the take the black and white, make it black and white, make it really small, spin it the way the sun goes down, not the way the sun goes up. You're spinning it away from you. Imagine it flipping out. Imagine it spinning out of the room, other side of the room. What does that pain feel like now? It's over there. Not here, it's over there. So that's something that you can do as well. I want to do something with you now. I want to show you something. It's not to do with pain, but you'll see what I mean when I do it. So what I want you to do is just all sit up and take a nice breath in. And just put your hands, place your hands on your lap, you know, wherever, as long as you're comfortable. Take a breath in, back out, and close your eyes. And I want you to think about your right shoulder. I want you to think about your right elbow, your right hand, your left hand, your left elbow, your left shoulder, your right shoulder, your right elbow, your right hand, your left hand, your left elbow, your left shoulder, your right shoulder, your right elbow, your right hand, your left hand, the left elbow, the left shoulder, the right shoulder, the right shoulder, the right elbow, right hand, the left hand, the left elbow, the left shoulder, the right shoulder. Imagine that energy flowing all the way around, faster and faster and faster now. Now imagine flicking it out. When you count to 10, and when I get to 10, you're going to flick it out. Imagine it going faster and faster from the right to the left side of the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, getting faster and faster. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and out. Open your eyes when you're ready. And feel that energy going flowing through really fast. And then just releasing it. Let go. But when we're doing stuff like that, you're taking them away from where that pain is and pushing pain through. That's back to moving that energy around, isn't it? Around the body, feeling it, allowing the blood to flow. Okay, any questions so far? I'm going to take a short break because I've been online since 3 o'clock and I need to have a wee. I haven't had a chance. Let's take a short break, and then when we come back, we're going to work with each other. I want you to think about what you want to work with. I want you to push yourself out of your comfort zone. Think about what you want to work with, and then we'll have a chat. We'll do some small bits and pieces about pain, but I want you to work with each other today. Yeah. So it's now 7:05. let's get back on. So I can't think straight. 20 past. Give it 20 past. I need to have a quick wee. Because I'm starting to flag, I think, a little bit. Yeah. I'm just going to pause the recording. So think about what you want to practice, and then we'll get you into rooms and practice with each other. And then we'll go for a bit more about pain as well. And if you've got any questions before, yeah, take a short break. Stop the recording. What's the recording? It stopped. Right, back on board. People have gone into their rooms. Anoop is going to do pain control, Keely has some pain, and we're going to, Zoe and Nikki are going to do some work as well. So I'm going to just jump into the rooms and see what's going on. So you'll join me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Max, you're just talking about who's going first.
Okay, who is going first?
Well, Nick wants me to go first, but I said I just don't feel 100% confident. Like obviously with it, because I feel like I haven't really been able to practice it.
That's all right.
But when you're doing the phobias, I've got to put my glasses on. So would I just start off like obviously asking her what the phobia is? Know it's aeroplanes.
Yeah. So ask her what it is, and then ask her the most important thing. Is on a scale of 1 to 10. So if we sit to Nick now, when are you flying on a plane again? When's the next time?
Tuesday.
Oh, really? I thought you was going to say like I haven't got anything booked in. So Tuesday you're flying. Where are you flying to?
Oh, Holland. It's an hour's flight.
So not long.
No.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling about that flight now?
7, 8.
7 or 8. So quite high. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So that's your start.
Mm-hmm.
So now what you're going to do?
So I put her into like the hypnosis, do like a quick deepener. Then would I do the future pacing, or would I go straight into the cinema?
No, I would still do a future pacing and going like, well, what are you going to like? You can go to Holland, but this is like getting on planes is really stressful and da 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 da.
Yeah.
But before you do all that, find out if there's any trauma around planes.
No.
Would I do that now? That ask? Oh yeah.
None.
None.
Is it control?
Yes. I can't get off if I want to.
Yeah, you can't say stop the plane, I want to get off. Change my mind. Most people that have phobia with planes or trains or tubes or boats is because they, especially if it's public or even on a bus, and it can be in a car. It's not really a fear; it's more of a control. They like to be in control.
Passenger, I suppose.
So they didn't catch that. Sorry, you went off.
When they're a passenger in a car.
Yeah, they don't like being a passenger.
No, all of that. I don't like being a passenger particularly. I don't like being stuck on the tube. So it's all control.
It's control. So we've established that she likes to be in control. So what are you going to do with control?
Do the control rooms.
Perfect.
So start with the future pacing, but then go into the control rooms.
But if you just do a general emotional detox and get rid of some of her stuff anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Ask her when do you think this started?
Teenager?
Oh, quite a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like you're really old then, but a really long time ago.
Thanks.
Right, because I was expecting you to say
no.
When I had kids.
No, I remember when I was in my 20s, I remember being on a plane and being a bit of a nightmare.
Okay. All right. So you've had it since you were 19, 20. Okay. Have you had a bad experience on a plane?
No. I've had bad turbulence, but not bad compared to other people. Not really.
So just finding out, Zoe, a bit more about what's going on and why she has this fear, why she thinks that she has the fear. Emotional detox will get rid of a lot of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But you really want to be do the cinema with her. But pick a time where it was extremely bad, when you felt really scared or the fear was really there. And do the cinema.
Then go through, cut that bit out.
So you take her into the cinema, she sits and she watches
watching it.
When she sees herself on the screen, she's disassociated. She's safe because she's sitting there with her popcorn, right? She watches the film through and she's safe, right? Then you want her to, it goes backwards. Everything goes backwards. Everyone's moving backwards. Blah, 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 all the way back to the beginning. Then you're taking her through it again. You're freeze framing it. You're cutting that out with the special editing tools. You look at that picture and you want to get rid of it. You can shred it, spin it.
Turn it black and white.
Yeah, turn it black and white, shrink it. Shred it. I normally just shred it. You just get rid of it. Got a shredder next to you, you shred it. There's a bit missing. And then you want her to see herself getting on that flight.
Put herself in the cinema now.
No, that she's still watching. She's
still watching.
She's still disassociated. There's a bit missing. You want her to watch that film through, and the bit that's missing, she's going to change it so that she gets
okay. Yeah.
And then she arrives at the destination. She feels wonderful, and she has a wonderful time. Okay. But what you've also got to establish is that what's the build up like before getting on the plane? Because it's, for some people, it's the night before. Like, I've got to fly tomorrow. Getting to the airport, the paraphernalia of going through all the luggage, security, and everything.
Put that in the film, though, would you? Or would you, like, say, like, you can't?
So everything that you see, they're just going to go through the film pretty quick, go through it.
Yeah.
Rewind it backwards, cut out the bit that they don't like, replace it with something that they think is good.
Then put themselves in.
Rewind it back, come out of the body, go into the film, act the way that you want to act, make yourself happy, make it fun, put some good music to it.
Yeah. Okay.
Every time she looks at her husband or kids or whatever, or every time she sees those colours, red, white, black, whatever it is you want to put in, she's going to feel calm. She's going to feel great. She's going to feel amazing.
Okay.
And then you bring her back out again. Once you've done the cinema, then say to her, just to reinstall this, we're going to change a few other things. Take her into the control room. Because people that like to be in control like the control room. Take her into the control room. Before she goes on that flight, she can do the control room before she goes, the night before if she has to. Where's that dial for the phobia of flying or being in control? You're always in control. It's your choice to get on this flight and you're going to be okay. Turn that up, turn that down, turn it off, whatever you need to do.
Okay, I'll give it a go.
And then putting in, feeling confident, feeling great, and arriving feeling so excited that she's achieved that.
So, Max, also with the future pacing at the beginning, would I say like things like now what you see yourself, if you're feeling nervous, it's not going to be enjoyable, like things like that?
No, so when you're doing the future pacing, you're looking to the future and you're thinking about places you want to go. And that might be on a train, that might be on in a car, that might be on a flight, but your obstacles are in your way. We're going to release something ambiguous. Don't overdo the future pacing at the beginning. Just say like we're going to.
Don't do that. Okay. Don't do that at the beginning.
No, don't put too much into it. Just go.
Oh right, okay, yeah, right, okay.
Stuff today so that you can have a more pleasant trip.
Right. Okay.
So, emotional detox, do the cinema, do the control room, fill it back then with confidence. If she's getting a feeling, don't forget, if even before she goes into hypnosis, there's a feeling about the flight on Tuesday, shift it out.
Oh, before right, okay. Right, okay.
8:15.
Right, all right, I'll give it a go then.
Right.
Okay.
I'll let you start,
Yeah,
and I think between the two of you, I'm sure you'll work it out.
Yeah. okay.
All right. So
Right. Okay then.
right.
Right, Nick,
Yep.
are you ready to go into hypnosis?
Right. I'm back. I'm now going to go into the other room and see Anoop. He's probably already started, I would imagine. He's talking, so that's good. Join Anoop.
Breathe out. So as you breathe out, push, 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 and let me take you out. Let me take you out. Open your mouth and let it out. And I throw it away. Let's do it again. Take a deep breath in. And I put it in my hand into your mouth, and then just take it out. As you breathe out, open your mouth and let it out. Release. Let it go. Push, 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 and out. Take another deep breath. Can you see that purple bruise again?
No,
Is it
it's
gone?
gone. Yeah.
Take a deep breath in. And just let out any negative emotion, any negative energy sitting anywhere in the mouth, in the body, let it out. And remember, you can do anything. You can achieve and do anything you put your mind to. And remember, you're amazing. You're absolutely powerful, wonderful. You can change, you can do anything with your life you put your mind to. Also remind yourself, you're on the right track, following your dreams, doing what you love to, helping people to live their life to the fullest. Remember, you're an instrument in people's life to change their life for better and better and better. How amazing position you're in. Take a deep breath in and feel that joy, that happiness throughout your face, your mouth, your neck, your shoulders, your chest. Feel the expansion in your chest, your upper body. Feel that joy running throughout the body. See yourself as a successful woman, able to do what you want to do, in control of your money, your future, your time. Having that balance, family, work, life. You're so happy. You see Keelia happy, very, very content, fulfilled woman. Take a deep breath in. And this is to feel that joy everywhere in the body. Let that joy spread throughout. Send this message to every cell in the body. You can do what you like. Sky is the limit. Unlimited potential you're opened up for yourself. Pain-free, stress-free, full of joy, day and night, day in, day out, week after week. Take a deep breath in and out. Let it out. In your own time. Come back when you're ready. Just open your eyes slowly. When you're ready, just come back.
Oh, you've just got the magical voice.
Brilliant, isn't he?
It's so good, yeah.
I know.
So nice. And weirdly, like, I feel like, you know, when you can open your mouth, it feels like I've got it open, like there's more space in there. Yeah.
You done a good job. You done the good work on you.
I'm good. Well done. Thank you.
How did you get on with that, Anoop? And I didn't see the
I
beginning.
found no, I found empowering, and then like being in a position to help Keely. That was really rewarding, and seeing getting rid of that bruise, that purple bruise. This was she thought she was feeling in her inside the mouth. So it was first instance it was a bit smoother, and then again it was completely gone. She said.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's nice.
So
Clever.
what else did you do? What did you do? Because missed the beginning bit. What did you
I
keep?
did the emotional detox.
Yeah.
Did the emotional detox, and I asked Keely if there was a shape or color. She said no shape, but color, purple bruise, and it wasn't moving. She said. So I did the connection. I took it out. Um, and we had a bit of chat before we started the hypnosis, and she said she left the carer job and then full time like counseling and hypnosis, and then a little bit of nervousness because a fixed income was not there anymore, although she's earning money from her counseling and Reiki and all that. So putting the confidence in there that she's on the right tracks. You heard that bit that
Yeah.
yes, so that was in terms of the confidence she needs that she needed, and she has got that confidence to pursue in her career, that dream career, and then not only being successful there, but also earning a good income out of it.
Brilliant.
It felt like, it's yeah, this is the confidence build up. Like, yes, it is a success. It does work, but now it works for me as well. I can make it work for my clients.
Absolutely. So how's the
Yeah, right. Sorry, right at the beginning, and it was saying like why, like kind of in our conversation, why we got the pain. And my pain is because I've been stressed. I've been kind of like tense and clenching the inside of my mouth. So that's why Anoop was saying all of that. He found out the before parts of where's the stress. It was good.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I forgot to mention, yeah. So I asked, what did Keely thought, or did Keely think that the stress was related to? And she said because she left her carer's job, and it's natural to be a bit nervous and a bit fearful what will happen, and so and that stress was causing her the pain and then like biting and chewing inside her mouth. So put in the confidence that she's on the right track, and then she had made a good decision, and that was my kind of path that I was trying to lead her on.
Oh. So you found out at the beginning, did you ask her what the scale of 1 to 10 with the pain was, or didn't you do that?
Okay, I didn't do that. I didn't ask that. No. Yeah, the scale I didn't ask, but what I did find out that, Keely said it was related to her stress and
Yeah.
how long has she had it for the past 2 days.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I forgot to ask what scale. Yeah.
well, that's all right. But that's good. It sounds like it was went well. And you feel all right, Haley?
I was just thinking there because of in my mind, like my whole mouth there on this side hurts, yeah. And I'm just looking now, feeling now that my cheek feels like less inflamed, maybe, but like there's more room in there. But there's still now I've realised that my tongue hurts. Like it all hurt. I know that my tongue hurt before that as well. So what I'm trying to say is probably less pain in my cheek, but my tongue is sore. So I just thought that was quite interesting because maybe what would you do with that? Like ask if there's anywhere else. Because Anoop did ask me, I was focusing on my cheek, right? And can I see a colour? Can I see a shape? Or can I see a shape? I could only see a colour. Then I could see a shape, and Anoop reduced that, checked in with me. Is it gone? Is it smoother? He's done all of that, which is good. But it's just made me realise that it's my tongue as well that's hurting. But there's definitely less pain in the cheek.
Okay.
I think that the pain on the cheek was a lot more than your tongue. That's why you didn't really realize it was the tongue as well, that she had pain, but not the only cheek part that it was hurting. So yeah. And if I knew it, then I would have worked on the tongue, and
Yeah.
maybe it's a good idea to say, okay, anywhere else in the body.
Yeah, in
And
the
that's
body,
when
but any other
during the
part.
hypnosis, do you feel anywhere else? And if Keely said yes, tongue or the gums or anywhere else, then yeah, it's just to be worked on that as well.
Yeah. Okay. So then you put in some good stuff as well.
Yes, so just the confidence, and then you're amazing, you're powerful, yes.
All right.
Not to leave it hollow and empty, yes. So you just put good stuff, replace it, you know, the nervousness and all that, to replace it with confidence. And
Yeah.
I feel good as well is that when you were saying all of that, it was everything that we'd already had in our conversation. But then you at one point said Keely, and it made me, that's my name.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what it done there, but it made me take that in more.
Yeah. And that's like when we say you're going to feel that confidence now. Sort of,
yeah,
or we click or clap in my hat case, like you're going to feel it now. Things over. That's what we're doing. We're waking the subconscious mind up and going, now. Like, you know, it's got to happen now. I mean, that's exaggerated, but you know what I mean. Pushing it in. And definitely by saying the name, the person's name. That's going to happen now, Keely. You're going to be fine, Keely. Everything's going to be great because you are amazing. Don't overdo the name, but saying it a couple of times would be enough. The same with the clicking. You can click or clap and get that noise that will bring them back into to focus. That's what it's all about, isn't it? It's focusing. So you're happy with what you did, Anoop?
I'm happy, yes. But also that re-emphasizes that, as I said to you in the beginning when I started yoga, and then I will forget, and I'll sometimes a bit nervous. And as you said, did I ask Keely about scale of 1 to 10? So maybe I forgot this time, but maybe I could incorporate in my next session or whenever I do. Yeah. But also, yes, I don't feel like I'm not good enough. I don't feel that. No, I do feel that, yes. When Keely said there's no pain, that bruise is not there, the color is not there. I thought if she still had it, then I would have gone another round. But no, it feels good. It feels good, and then I do feel, yes, the confidence that I have been chosen to be on this part in this position. Yeah.
Yeah, you've come a long way, haven't you? I think you just had a lot going on, but when we did the first course, but you seem to be a lot more confident now, and you're saying the right words, and you're definitely there, and you're also making it your own. I notice some of the stuff that you're saying, it's like you're not scripting, if you know what I mean. You're just saying what you want to say because you know that the words fit, and you've listened clearly, like a good active listener that you are. You've listened to what she said and then giving it back to her in a positive manner and turning it, and that's really important as well, isn't it? Just to get that right in, and to understand why is really important. Why has she got this pain? And she's only had it 2 days, which is great because we've nipped it in the bud, and she knows why, and that's quite straightforward, isn't it? So yeah, well done, and just taking it out with connection.
We can work, like, we know the area that we need to work upon. You know, sometimes we don't know the reason, we don't know the cause of it. Could be a number of things, could be this and that, but Keely knew it exactly how it started, when it started, and this is the cause of it. But so that made my job in a way that we do the talking before the hypnosis, as you say always, Max, that your client is your script, your client is your kind of guide.
You're right.
So
Yeah, your script, your script.
Keely actually was my guide. Yes, started 2 days
Yeah.
ago. This is how it's related to, and that made my job easier. And yeah.
Yeah, and it's picking up the right questions, isn't it? And
Mm, mm.
asking the client, so where has this pain come from? Why have you had it? Why have you got it? What does it feel like? What color? All of those things you've established, and then you've got your ammunition to go, right, I'm now gonna eliminate the bad stuff and put in some good. And
Yeah.
that's really what it is, and changing the perspective. And also, you could carry on if she was doing a client, like she was your client. You could carry on and do the signaling. Is there a reason for that pain? Does it need to be there? What's the purpose? Well, we know what the purpose is. We know it's been stressed because she's had a stressful week. But just doing that with her, and then saying you could put in a few coping mechanisms and say to her, from now on, when you get a bit stressed, try doing the physiological sigh, 3 in through the nose, long sigh out, calm yourself down. You could do some tapping. Even though I'm stressed, I choose to be relaxed and calm. You could do tapping, or she could just tap on the side around. I'm okay. It's okay. I accept that I've got some stress, but I love myself. I respect myself. I accept myself. I remember I'm amazing. Just reinstalling those things if you wanted to do something like that for her.
Do we tell the client you tap on your hand and fingers and say you're amazing, or what we do?
You could do the 6 frame tapping. So that could either be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you could say like peace and calm, or just tap here and go, I'm okay, it's okay. You're just reinstalling some nice affirmations as well. And it's like a pattern interruption. So when you're thinking, I'm really stressed because I've just left my job and I don't know what I'm going to do, it feels really alien and da 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 da. Then to calm her back down, she could do some tapping, she could do the breathe in. And I would imagine that'd be really great for someone like you and Noop, where you're really into kind of breath work and movement, aren't you, for yoga? So as you know, breathing that pain out will help, like we do when people give birth. Breathing out, pushing it out. She doesn't. If you teach her that, she'll know that she can go and do that on her own. Walking out of the environment, walking from one room into another room can help. Humming can help. So if you're overthinking, oh, what if I've left my job and it was the wrong decision? What if I do this? What if that happens? What if da 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 da? A little bit of humming will be a pattern interruption. And when we're humming, we're sending that vibration down, and that's taken us into rest and digest. It's getting that the vibration that goes down into the nervous system. I'm okay. I'm safe. All of those kind of stuff that you're just you could give her as homework. You could go on and do the control room, and you could do other stuff, but it's really like today, because you're under a lot of pressure, because when you're working with the hypnotist who already knows what you're doing and what you're going to say and how you're meant to behave. But when you was working with a client, it would be completely different. You'd probably ask a lot more questions, and it'll be a lot more chit chat, wouldn't it? It'd be like, oh, I've given up my job, and you'd probably, the conversation would flow a little bit differently if she was a client, but she's not. So
Also knowing with the clients, we know that we are in control of time. Although today we have a bit more time, but normally we have limited time, and
I think
we're aware of it.
I think when you're here, you're online, you're thinking, I know I've got to be back. Like I've already said to the girls, I want you back at 15:15. They will probably think, oh, I've got to finish this stuff, I've got to finish this off. Whereas I think if you're in your office, you'll be thinking, well, I've got plenty of time. I'm going to do this, this, and this. And then I'll have a chat. And sometimes I normally give extra time because I'm very generous with my time when it comes to my clients. And then sort of saying to them, well, how do you feel now? Keely might have said to you, well, the pain's still there. Well, what are you going to do about it? See what I mean? So it's like, what else can I do? And then thinking on your feet, oh, well, actually, let's see if we can do some signaling, find out why. See what I mean? You can
Remind me of the signaling.
so where you've got the hands and you're saying, is that pain necessary? Yes or no? No. Then can we let it go peacefully and calmly over the next 24 hours? Yes. It's dealing with the subconscious mind. So dealing with that and saying, do you need it? What's its purpose? Is it related to trauma? No. Is it stress? Yes. Can we let that stress go peacefully and calmly? Yes. Can we let that go over the next 24 hours? Yes. You see what I mean? Depending on what's going on. So you could do that with them.
I'd emote signalling, Lynn. I'd emote the signalling.
There's other, it's just working with your client and seeing how far you can get with it and then get results.
Remind me, when we do the signaling, do we tell them your right hand is less, yes or no? Or...
So before you take them back into hypnosis, you're going to say to them, I'm going to take back into hypnosis. It's called fractionation. That means you're going to go deeper than you were before. I want you to place your hands on your knees. They're going to be palms up. That works better. You can always see it better. If they're online, they need to be on a table. They're resting their elbows. Yes and no. Might be just the index fingers normally move. Yes and no. Do you still need that pain? Yes. Is there a reason for that pain? Yes. Is that pain for trauma? No. Sorry, no. Whatever it is, you're finding out if it's just stress, not just stress. If it's stress, have we released that stress today? Yes. Can we make it now that we don't hold that stress in the jaw? Yes. Can we let go of that stress another way? Yes. Can we make that through breath work? Yes. Now on, you're going to breathe, and that you're going to breathe that stress out. You're going to go for a walk. She might have said to you, like, if I go for a walk, I can release that. Whatever's gone on with the client. Yeah.
And if I remember correctly, once you had said as well that, if this is yes and this is no, and when it goes to this is no, then you know that is it collapsing anchors?
No. So when they're doing the signaling, you're just finding out, you're just getting the subconscious mind to, you're collaborating really. You're just going back in and going, why does that pain still need to be here? Yes or no? And it might just go, no. Can we make it that pain doesn't come back unless there's a medical reason for it? Because if she suddenly got punched in the jaw and broke her jaw, and she's going, oh, I'm all right. So we want to make sure that they know that, have we released that pain peacefully and calmly today? Well, we probably already know that because she's already told us. But is it related to stress? Yes, it is. Okay, so now we've let that go. We can keep that away at the moment, can't we? Yes. See what I mean? It depends on what's going on. You don't have to do like signaling, but you can do just finding out a bit more depending on your client.
Healy, I got a question for you. So if you were a client of mine and I was your hypnotherapist, how did you feel while we were doing the work? I was doing the hypnosis.
I felt very, very relaxed. Actually, when you was just speaking to Maxine there, I was thinking, I can't remember half of this. You did not sound nervous, seem nervous. You just felt like it was fully in control. Made sure I'd done deep breaths in and out. I listened to everything. You've just got that voice, very calm voice. So you're just listening to everything. And I did feel everything that went in. Yeah, you checked. Yeah, the only thing is knowing what I know now here, maybe like, is there anywhere else in the mouth that hurts? But that's after it. I didn't even realise that myself. But other than that, no, I absolutely was listening to everything you said. It was fine. You didn't come across nervous. I wish I could handle my nerves like you.
No, I didn't feel nervous,
Okay.
but I would just, from a client point of view, because the confidence of the client is as important in the person who's doing the hypnosis. I have confidence and trust in this person. That is important because we can only then take and apply what is being said to us. if you don't trust the person, then does he know what he's doing? Is he okay? Is he,
Your
you
voice
know,
was very calm, so it was trusting. Also, I know that you said, look, you forgot the scale stuff. I wasn't thinking anything about that because I couldn't even remember that. But I don't know as a client
Yeah.
yeah,
that
true.
you forgot that.
That's really just for your own, like,
Yeah,
it kind of backs you up because, like, well, you said 10 minutes ago that that pain was an 8, and now you're saying it's a 2 or whatever it is.
Mm.
Okay. So, if it's all right with you guys, I'd like Keely to do collapsing anchors on me.
Because I can't remember what to do.
That's all right. I'd make sure that you know because you're dealing with me. Well, I've really got a problem. So,
and would I be present in the room as well,
yes,
or no?
stay. So you'll learn from it as well. So it's on video. It's being videoed anyway. So,
Perfect.
okay. So what we're going to do it around pain. I've got pain in those places. I've got pain in still in my pain in my elbows, right? So the pain is there. The pain is stiffness. It's uncomfortable. All of those. I want to be able to describe the pain to you and what it stops me from doing a lot of things. Like my arm won't straighten out. So we're gonna anchor in the feeling of the pain and all of the stuff that comes with the pain. Okay, that's my negative anchor. On the other hand, we're going to anchor in the good stuff. So if I said to you, like, the pain that's there makes me feel fearful of picking certain things up because it hurts. Um, it's uncomfortable. It's swollen. It doesn't move well. It doesn't function as an arm as it should. All of those things. You've then got to think about what you want to put in as the good anchors. 3 good anchors as you need. You need 3 good anchors. So at the moment,
How do I know what they would be?
so I'm going to be telling you, I'm telling you now what the pain is like.
Yeah, because I've wrote that it's fearful of picking things up. It's uncomfortable. It's swollen. It doesn't function as it should do.
Yeah. And it sometimes can feel very warm, very hot.
Right.
So with the good anchors, you're going to stack 3 good anchors. So think about the key things that I've said that could be changed. What would you want to put in as a good anchors?
So I would want you to not fear picking things up, and I'd want it to not be swollen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't understand what I would make up to
So
make that positive.
okay, so what we're going to be doing is on this side with the good anchors, we're going to put in I want you to imagine if it was just ice cold. Because my elbow burns, right? So I want you to think about it as ice cold. What would be putting it in a bowl full of freezing cold water, anchor that in. Then you're going to anchor in movement. Imagine what it was like a time where you lifted something or you did something and it was with ease. Anchor it in. Because obviously there has been a time where I can do that. What was the other thing that I said to you?
Swollen, doesn't function as it should. It's uncomfortable, fearful of picking things up.
Right.
I said
So
we just did.
imagine it with what else could you change? So movement is another one, isn't it? So it could be
You
movement.
just did that movement. Imagine what it was like that you could pick something up, you said.
Yeah. So what else could I have? Without the pain,
Like moving your arm freely without the pain. Yes,
freely.
completely
Imagine,
pain-free.
right, imagine when you freely could move your arm, yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
Should we do this?
in between each anchor, we say like your door or whatever.
Yeah, so we're going to start off with the bad anchor on this hand, which actually hurts me to do. I'm going to anchor in the bad feeling, all of the bad things that I've already said to you. We're going to anchor that feeling in, what it feels like, etc. I might have to put my hand down because it hurts. We're going to anchor that in. Then on this hand, we're going to anchor in the good stuff, put it in cold water, and it will pattern interrupt in between. So let's just get the first bit done, and then we'll work on the rest.
Okay then.
Right, so let's start.
Okay, so on one of the hands, I want you to just pinch your finger and thumb together, and we're going to anchor in that bad feeling, the feelings of feeling fearful of picking things up. So we have to let it go each time.
No. So what you want to do is you want to say to them, I want you to think about how bad it feels when you can't pick things up or you're struggling to pick up anything that's a fucking cup, anything that you struggle with. Think about those feelings, how uncomfortable it is, the pain of it, all of that. Even if you're going to repeat
something like that all the time,
all of the stuff, the hate, all the negatives, I want you to now go off, and then I'm going to press it when I get to the worst point. Do you see what I mean? So I'm thinking of how hot it gets, the movement, how stiff it is, how lack of strength that I have in it, all of those negative things. And then you're going to ask me to get to spike that emotion, what it feels like, and then I've got to anchor it in of what it feels like. So don't touch it until I'm ready.
Okay. So just want you to put your finger and thumb like this, and then when you get to the point where you feel like you're in immense pain, when you can imagine it, and then I want you to anchor that feeling in. So I want you to go on.
Sorry.
I want you to
Sorry
imagine.
to interrupt here. Sorry. Do we take the client into hypnosis, or we just
No, it's not hypnosis. It's NLP.
Okay.
So I want you to imagine how hot, how the burning sensation throughout your elbow, how hot it goes, so it's so unbearable, how you can't pick anything up. The movement's just not there. The fear in your mind when you go to pick something up, knowing that the pain's coming. I want you to imagine or think about how swollen it gets.
I'm there.
Yeah. And then once you've anchored that in, I then want you to get the other hand. Is that right? The other hand up?
Yeah, not yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm letting go. I've got that feeling now. Don't mush it.
Right. Okay.
Anchor that. Think of the back, the pain, the terrible feeling. Can't pick things up. Stiffness. Uncomfortableness. It gives me anger. Makes me feel angry and frustrated. That's how I feel when I can't do certain things with my arm. Okay. Let go.
To let go.
Now you're going to do a pattern interruption.
Okay. So now just say your name backwards for me.
Okay. ENIXAM.
Well done. Just give your fingers and toes a little wiggle. Lovely. And now with the other hand, we're going to anchor in some really good things to do with this pain, okay? So on the first anchor, I want you to imagine you putting your elbows in that ice cold bucket of ice. The feeling when that temperature just drops, the pain just fades away with the ice. Okay, it's lovely. So just, what's the colour of your door?
Blue.
Okay, well done. Give your toes and fingers a wriggle and just hold, take that anchor away. So now we're just going to anchor in another one. Okay, so again, holding your hand up. I want you to imagine the movement that you had. Think of a time when you was able to move without the fear or the thought coming in of being able to lift something up. Think of back to them when you could lift things up freely. That's it. You've got it. Keep that in. Feel it. Feels good. Okay. You got any pets?
Let go of that anchor. Yeah. Oh no, I haven't actually. She died.
It's all right.
Dog. Right.
Let go of the anchor there. Okay. Then
Don't forget to ask me to release the anchor before pattern interruption.
right, release anchor. Okay. So we just did the
On 2 anchors on
did we just do the lifting, picking up, yeah, or the movement? Can't
the
remember.
movement and the cold water.
So now we want picking up, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've kind of
Just
done
want-
most of that, but yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So again,
You
putting
done
in
the
that
ice
further.
cold. You done the ice cold and
Got the ice cold. That was really good.
no pain, was it?
Mm.
I've muddled it up, haven't I, with the movement and the picking up.
No, because that's fine because I done it as both. I saw myself playing tennis, like almost like moving. I'd never played tennis in my life. Playing and then picking up the ball and feeling like picking up boxes and stuff. So I've done that, but I've just thought of one that I could do is when I take medication, it can feel really good for a little bit of time, and then it feels twice as bad after. So for that time when it feels good and I'm moving it, like when I do certain exercises, it helps. So I'd like to anchor that in. Let me just turn my phone off because it's bloody buzzing. Yeah? You with me on that?
Yeah.
So I'm going to think about what it's like. So you tell me.
So I want you to think about what it's like when you take your medication. When the medications come in and you have none of that pain left, you're able to do your special exercises, you're able to move freer, you're able to just not have it in your mind. The medication's working. And then I want you to know that that feeling is there. You're able to have this feeling all the time. Without the medication, you're able to move freely. And then when you're ready, I just want you to let that anchor go. Okay, well done. So what's your phone number backwards?
I don't know. 9009608.
Done, you're done. So give your fingers and toes a wiggle. Lovely. And then I don't know what the next bit is.
Okay, so we've got the bad anchor on here, and we've got the 3 good anchors on here. So now you're going to ask me to think about the bad anchor and how bad the elbow feels, and I'm going to touch the bad anchor, and then at the same time I'm going to touch the good one. So you're going to ask me how bad it is. I'm going to feel the bad one, I'm going to touch the good one, and then I'm going to let go of the bad, and I'm just holding on to the good. All right?
I don't need to name what the good is.
No, because I already know. But
Yeah.
if I was doing it with a client, you would, and they was in person, you would touch the bad anchor and you would touch the good anchor at the same time. Let go of the bad, hold on to the good. Because remember, you want a good feeling. Right, ready?
I'm going to not remember this, but yeah, okay. So I
Right.
just want you to anchor in. Think of that anchor when it was really bad, when you're really in pain, uncomfortable, swollen, and then I want you to anchor it in. Think of that really good, nice feelings of movement, the ice cold, and then let go of the bad one. And interrupt, all right?
No, that's fine. Let go of that anchor. Now you want to test it. I don't need to touch the bad anchor again. You just ask me to think about how the elbow feels now. Don't say the pain because you're already putting that in the suggestion. How does that elbow feel now? Press the anchor. Press the anchor when you think about your elbow.
So how does your elbow feel now? Press the anchor when you're thinking about your elbow.
Yeah, it feels a lot better.
Clever.
Well, the fact that I'm laughing is,
Yeah.
I feel a lot better about it. Yeah, that's good. That's really good.
And the clients will laugh as well sometimes when they're amazed. How
Yeah.
is it possible? Like Keely was saying the other day, it's weird.
So we're looking for the transderivational search. We're looking for them to find it. So before, which I should have done with you, sorry, before they go in, you're like, find that pain. Where's that pain? You retrieve that information. Then you've got the good stuff and you're anchoring in the good stuff. Then you're going to collapse out. Okay, so it's going to collapse it out. They're going to look for it because they're used to seeing it. It's a habit. I'm used to seeing that pain. When I think about that pain, I look a certain way to retrieve it, that information. Now I collapsed it out. That's really weird. So I can feel that now in the arm. Like it feels like it's still sore. Don't get me wrong, it's sore. But this is years of having pain there. So I've got the pain down a lot today, but I can feel that movement is there more. I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, it was probably about an 8, and I've got it right down to about 4.
Oh,
Well done, Keely.
That's really good.
fantastic.
Yeah.
My pain is I'm in, because I don't take anything for it, because when I take ibuprofen, I take medication and stuff, but when I've taken ibuprofen, I feel great that day, and then the next day I feel twice as bad. So it's pointless. I just think, what's the point? Just shut up and get on with it. But there are times where I think I just got to take something just to get through today because I'm doing something. So that feels almost alien-like as as you can see, I'm moving it. That's really fucking weird.
That's good.
Yeah, because normally that is painful, but it's nowhere as painful as it was.
Isn't it?
And that's really fucking weird.
Is that right? Because you had to be on your game then and think about what I was doing, like for me, yeah. So you weren't even able to
Well, yeah,
concentrate fully.
I was thinking about what you were saying, but I also know how it works. So in my head, I'm thinking of other things as well, and I'm thinking what I'm like, and you know, and when I think you did the collapsing anchors, I think that it's got to be quick. So I let go before you'd even said it because I'm used to doing it because I do it all the time. So when I anchored in the bad feeling, that's fucking come back.
Oh, was it then?
Yeah, it just suddenly got a pain, but it's gone again. But don't touch the bad anchor again. There's no point. And I can use that. And I've suddenly felt like that go to that arm. Yeah, that's made a huge difference because normally when I put my arm out, when I put my arm out like that, if I put it that, I can normally get it that far, that angle, and then it hurts. And then to do that is super painful. But I can actually do, it is still not right, but I would say, yeah, definitely gone from about an 8 to about a 4 with that. When I put my arm down to reach up to grab something, that really hurts. It's still pain. There's still not. It's not right, but it's loads better. That feels like I've had. Yeah, it feels like I've taken some. Like I feel like I've taken something now. I feel like I've taken some sort of medication.
Oh, well, I'm glad it's better for you. It's so good. It's so clever.
And once we let go of the bad anchor, how long do we keep the good one on for?
So what happens is the good one's there, and I can use that if I close my eyes, and as soon as I do that, I'm feeling like that cooler. I can keep seeing myself playing tennis, which is never gonna happen. But for some reason, I keep seeing myself like that backhand. You know, you would pull your hand back to hit a racket, hit the ball. That almost comes to mind.
And do we ask the client beforehand what sports do you play or you
Yeah, I
like
mean,
to play?
you're leaving it to them. Think about how you want your arm to move. Think about
Mm.
what you would like to do. Try to, if you can not try, leave it a little bit ambiguous. Then it can be like, in my mind, when I'm doing that, I could see myself lifting heavy boxes. I could see myself picking up stuff. So I used to be a hair and makeup artist, so I would see myself blow drying, which was easy back in the day. Spend 6 hours doing hair or whatever I was doing and makeup, but I couldn't. But I've anchored that in of feeling like I can do that again because it's like a memory, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, and we can spike that memory again, bring that memory back, and the brain goes, "Oh, well, I used to be able to do that. That's all right."
For some people could be picking my little one in my arm again and not feeling the pain.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Or carrying on
Well
the
done.
shopping and not feeling the pain.
Yeah, like I pick up like the pain for me is like as soon as I go to pick up my bag, like just a handbag, I'm like, I know this is gonna fucking hurt. Or even when I pick up a cup, oh my God, that's so much better.
You was to hold the anchor and pick it up. Does that make it even better?
Dropped it then. Not a lot in it.
In it.
I just feel, but I'm picking it up without like normally that. I've got so painful bringing it up to my mouth, which is still painful. It's not as bad, but I'd normally bring it up to there and then swap and then do that because this arm's less painful.
Is there ever been a tendon thing here, like on your bra strap?
Within the elbow. But I have got rid of a lot of the pain today with working with it. So,
Good.
right, I need to bring everyone back. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Feel right with
It's
that?
25
Yeah,
past.
thank you. I'll have a go at that in the week. Thank you.
Confident with that.
That was good. That was good, Keely.
Really
Okay.
good. Just close
Yes.
to
Thanks.
a minute.
Yes.
Thank you.
There's Nick. Lost Nick. Where's she gone? How did everyone get on?
Zoe.
Not so sure, Zoe.
Oh, well, we sort of gave it our best shot, but we were just unsure about a couple of little things. So we're going to check with you. I'll wait till Nick comes back.
Where the bloody hell's she gone?
I don't know.
See what's happening in the breakout rooms.
Does the system tell you she's still in the room or
I think she's still in the room.
she's not clicking on to come out of it?
There she is.
There she is.
What happened to you?
I don't know. Help! I'm stuck.
I was thinking what she got to. So what happened then? Because Zoe started to say that you was
We
unsure.
was unsure about one thing, Nick, weren't we? Well,
Basically, Zoe reckoned, which you said it. I don't know it that well, the cinema. So I've done it as I've said it as I wrote it out as you did it, and I've had it as you get to the point where you cut it out, you shred it out and burn it, and then go back to the beginning of the film, and then you float back and you're going to be the missing part and change what needs to be changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe I've got it wrong then. I thought you had to cut the part out, then rewind the film, change it, watch it from an outsider, how you want it to be, to the end, rewind, then put yourself in it.
Yeah, you're right, Sarah. So you're cutting that bit out, rewinding it, watching it again, disassociated. So you're sitting in the chair, cut it out, that bit's missing. You see it how you want to see it, how you want to behave. Then you rewind it again. Then you float up out of the body. You go into the screen. You behave the way you want to behave. Make it fun. Add song to it. Whatever. To be honest, I change it sometimes, and you'll get.
I didn't do that. I missed it out. I missed the putting it as you seeing it how you want to see it.
See it as you want to see it, because you're still disassociated, but you're still safe, and you know that you've done it. Then float up, float in, do it again. To be honest, there's not a lot in it. It's really being disassociated from the first one, cutting it out. That's the most important thing. And then seeing yourself float in, doing it, and doing it again. It depends on the phobia. If it's really severe, I might keep them disassociated just to make sure, if they're feeling really uncomfortable. But I might just say to them, remember, you're safe, you're okay, and then see themselves working, doing the thing, but with fun. Make it fun.
Max, would you do that film in black and white first of all as well, or in colour?
You can do it in black and white. Yeah, it's going to make it.
And then change it to colour when you've changed it to what you want.
Yeah, you can make it black and white. If it's not black and white, it's no big deal. Like, you know, don't want to get too complicated. But if it's black and white, that's great, because that makes it even less. You're more disassociated, because it's not as strong as when it's colour. So when you finish with the last film, it's got to be in colour. It's got to be a song or funny or whatever you can make to it to make it easy.
Yeah, okay.
So how does Nick feel about flying on Tuesday now?
Yeah, it's lower. 5, 6.
Okay.
No, I don't feel worried at the minute.
Was a fear of flying?
Yeah.
That's the most common thing, is when people finish and they go, that's classic answer. I feel all right. I don't feel anything at the moment, because I can't believe it's gone.
Yeah, I don't feel any.
See how you feel tomorrow. How are you feeling, Zoe? What should you have done?
I had the motorway driving, which I thought was Nick done really well. And yeah, I could really see myself in that film, seeing how I wanted it to go. So, yeah. But when I've been on motorways, I've been doing the tapping as well, which I do think's
just tapping
my neck, and I'm safe, I'm fine.
Cool.
I'll have to go on a motorway that I don't know, then I'll let you know, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing with the phobia. They've got to go and then try it out.
Yeah.
But if it's something like a spider phobia, you've got to wait till a spider shows up. But it will at some point. But you can sometimes get people to see it on a screen, or they can see it in a book or a picture of a spider, and they notice the difference. That's what normally happens. So, and that's fine. You just say to them, look, you might say at the beginning, well, they'll normally tell you, they'll say, I can't even look at a spider on the telly. I'm like, oh, can't watch it. Or if there's a photo of a spider, it'd be like, oh, don't show me the photo. It scares me. And then when you get to the end of them, go, well, can I show you that photo of that spider? You're like, oh, yeah, go on then. All right. We did well. Anoop did really, really well. He removed pain from Keely.
Oh, wow.
And done really well. Got it down and changed it, and then put in confidence and stuff like that. Really well done to Anoop.
Is that on the video, Max? Can we watch that?
You can watch that. I don't think I got all of it, because I was in the room with you guys.
Yeah.
And then Keely did collapsing anchors on me. And so I've got pain in my elbow. She changed the pain. So the pain is often can get hot. The arm is stiff. It's quite often swollen. Well, it's always swollen. There's lack of movement there. I struggle to pick things up. I struggle to, like I just showed them. If you ever see me drinking a cup of tea, I never, I can't get it any closer than that. That's hurting me.
Oh.
What I normally do is do that, and then I'll bring it to there, and then I'll drink it. But it felt better, and I noticed that when I said, if I put my hand out like that, that's okay, that's comfortable. If I twist it, it hurts. It's still hurting. It's not as bad. And there's a bit more movement there. So we put in anchors. We had the bad anchor, and then we had the good anchor. Feeling cold because it feels hot. Me putting in ice water, which I do. Moving, it was me moving it, playing tennis, which I would never do. But I saw myself doing it. All the good stuff. Feeling what it's like if I take medication, which is really rare, taking that and what that does for me. And then it was moving better. I would say in fact, now I've put it down again, I can feel that change of how I move it. It feels looser, if that makes sense. Okay, so Keely done that. Thank you, Keely. But what I was going to say, I don't know if I said this when we were together, that anchor, every time I have a good day with my joint, I can anchor that feeling. I can always bring that feeling back of what it's like to pick up those boxes or to pick up that cup or to move and keep on anchor that in. Because all I'm doing is reinstalling it. Yeah.
You should let me do some Reiki on you. That will really sort your elbow out.
I hope so. Anything at the moment, it's been really bad, but it's improving, I think. Say that.
My friend was a paramedic, and she was ambulance driving, and she fell over and broke her arm, and she had Reiki, and then because she couldn't afford not to drive this ambulance, because otherwise she'd because she was doing her training, and she done her elbow. She had an X-ray and it was broken, and she had Reiki, whatever it's called. And she swears that healed it, and every day she was visualizing her bones going back together, and it actually mended.
Amazing.
Wonderful.
And it's all it all helps, doesn't it? It's all you imagining.
Yeah, she said she kept seeing her bones fusing together and mending, and then she managed to drive that ambulance.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, all good. Right, any questions about what you've done or anything that you're not sure about?
I'm going to try the collapsing anchors so I can see if I can get a smooth run at it.
Yeah, just take your time. Just don't rush and go with the client. Okay, let's call it a night. So I still got to see you all, not Nick, but others, about just catching up with me in the week if you can. Do a week where we just catch up and just go through some stuff. I feel like we got a lot more done today because there was more done than I was expecting.
Would you be available tomorrow, Max, tomorrow afternoon?
I've got a client at 5, and I've got 1, 2, 3. I've only got 3:30 tomorrow. In the afternoon, 3:30. Yeah, it's on at 5.
3:30.
Morning, because I've got something else going on in the morning. Mondays are always busy for me. But I will be in the office from about 3ish.
Okay.
Send me private messages, and then
All right.
because I can't think what I've got off the top of my head at the moment. It's been a long day.
All right.
We've still got past life aggression course coming up on the 2nd, which you're obviously all invited to. It's not part of the diploma, but I invite you anyway. if you want to join, make sure that I know that you're joining.
Max,
Yeah,
do you
I've juggled it around.
Right, you all spoke at once, didn't you?
Sorry.
Go on.
Okay.
What did you say, Keely?
Oh, sorry. I mean, yeah, I've juggled some bits around now so I can make the both evenings. So I'll
Perfect.
be there. Thank
What
you.
time are they, Nick?
I can't remember. 5:30 on the
6 o'clock, wasn't
Sunday,
it?
or 6 o'clock. I can't remember.
Yeah, I'll be there.
5:30 or 6 o'clock on the Sunday, the 2nd, and then on the 3rd, which is the Monday, they we start a little bit later at 6. So it's 5:30 the first day, then 6 the next day.
Yep.
We tend to finish about 9, but it sometimes runs over, or sometimes we finish early, depending on what's happening. Because obviously, when we're teaching, when we're doing past life regression, you can't be in the middle of in the middle of it and suddenly go, all right, stop. So yeah, that normally happens on the second night. First night's a bit more controlled. Depends on what happens and how many clients I've got, how many students I've got.
Max, I'm not here for that. I'm away the weekend. Will you post that on the WhatsApp group?
Yeah, be on the WhatsApp.
Oh, lovely.
I'll record it. And there's other ones I can put on there as well that you can watch if you want to watch them. But we'll come to that closer to the time. I'd like, as far as I'm concerned, I want to check with, I think everyone's okay, but I want to check with Zoe and Keely, especially. Anoop, I already know because he's already passed. Nick's already spoke to me this week, so congratulations. You've, finished and you're passed. But I just want to check with Keely and Zoe a few things to make sure that I can, before I get the certificates done and then sending them all out to you. I also need your full name, so I can put your names on the certificates. And I also need your full address, obviously, so I can send certificates off. So I need that, if you can put that in the group chat. But I won't do that until I've assessed you and had a chat with you this week, hopefully. If we can get that booked in and get that finished, then I can sign you off and do the certificates and get them sent off. Yeah. And Anoop, if you want to have a chat this week, let me know. We'll book you in and we'll have a chat and go through anything that you're not sure about.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah?
Yeah, thank you.
Great. So, we're done. It's gone fast, isn't it? I think that's for me. But I'm always here. Like, if you have any questions or anything, you've got a tricky client, don't hesitate to contact me, or anything you're not sure about. If you still want to practice, put it in the group. Say, I want to practice with someone. I want to practice phobia or whatever. Get your clients in, get your Facebook up, get your social media, and start getting your money. Get some money in. That's what it's about. That's not what all it's about, but start getting used to working with people and charging for what you want to do. But we'll go through that with this week when I have a chat with you when you're booked in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we'll speak this week. If I'm not going to see you this week, I will see you on the 2nd November.
Thanks, Max.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Max, and thank you, everyone.
Speak to you soon.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
See you later.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.